Hello, students. Welcome to the second part of the explanation of the lesson, The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse. In the first part, we have seen that one fine morning, Aram was woken up by his cousin Murad at 4 a.m. in the morning, and he could not believe what he saw. What did he see? He saw Murad on a beautiful white horse. And what made him disbelieve what he saw? His family being poverty striken. That is, complete Garaglonian family was poor and no one could buy a beautiful horse. And on the other hand, his family is known for honesty for 11 centuries. These two made him disbelieve what he saw. And when he confronted Murad, he could know that Murad has stolen the horse. But now Aram is put into a dilemma. Why is he put into a dilemma? On one hand, he has a strong desire to ride the horse, and on the other hand, he couldn't want to ride the horse because it was a stolen one. But his strong desire to ride the horse has put a reasoning in his mind. And what was the reasoning? The reasoning was stealing a horse for riding is not the same as stealing a horse in order to sell and make money out of it. This strong desire to ride the horse has reasoned him out to go for the ride. That is what we are going to see in this part of the explanation. Let's start it. Let me put on some clothes, I said. All right, he said, but hurry. I leaped into my clothes. I jumped down to the yard from the window and leaped up onto the horse behind my cousin Murad. So Aram immediately changed his dress and he jumped onto the horse. Leaped means jumped onto the horse behind his cousin Murad. That year, we lived at the edge of town on Walnut Avenue. Behind our house was the country. Vineyards, orchards, irrigation ditches, and country roads. So that year they stayed at the edge of the town on Walnut Avenue, and behind their house was the village with vineyards, orchards, and irrigation ditches. What is the meaning of vineyards? Vineyards means gardens of grapes, and orchards means small gardens. So, in less than 3 minutes, we were on Olive Avenue, and then the horse began to trot. Trot means, yes, what is the meaning of trot? Trot means to go at a pace faster than a walk. The air was new and lovely to breathe. The feel of the horse running was wonderful. My cousin Murad was considered one of the craziest members of our family. Began to sing. He began to roar. So his cousin Murad, as we have already seen in the first part of the explanation, was considered crazy, that is mad or unsensible by everyone. And he began to sing, not began to sing, but began to roar, that is sing very loudly. Every member has a crazy streak in it somewhere, and my cousin Murad was considered the natural descendant of the crazy streak in our tribe. Before him was our uncle Khosrow, an enormous man with a powerful head of black hair and the largest mustache in the San Joaquin Valley. A man so furious in temper, so irritable, so impatient that he stopped anyone from talking by roaring, "It is no harm, pay no attention to it." So Aram is telling that every families have got a crazy person, and Murad is one of that crazy person in their family, and he is the natural descendant of his uncle Khusro, who is an enormous man with a powerful head of black hair, who has got the largest mustache in San Joaquin Valley. We have seen San Joaquin Valley, it's in California in our introduction videos. And he was so furious in temper, and he was so irritable. And every time he could stop anyone from talking by roaring, "It is no harm, pay no attention to it." So this is how Uncle Khusro was considered crazy, and Murad is the descendant of him. Why was Uncle Khusro considered crazy? Let's see what it is in the lesson. That was all, no matter what anybody happened to be talking about. Once it was his own son Arak, running 8 blocks to the barber's shop where his father was having his mustache trimmed, to tell him their house was on fire. So one day, when this crazy Uncle Khusro was having his mustache trimmed, his son Arak came running there and said, "Father, our house is on fire." But what did this man Khusro say? This man Khusro sat up in the chair and roared, "It is no harm, pay no attention to it." So even when his house was on fire, Khosrow said, "There is no harm, pay no attention to it." This is how mad he was. That is why Khosrow was considered the craziest person in their family. And Murad is the natural descendant of him. The barber said, but the boy says, "Your house is on fire." So Khosrow roared. Even when barber remanded, "See, it seems your house is on fire." What did Khosrow roar and say? "Enough. It is no harm, I say." So this is what Khosrow said. My cousin Murad was considered the natural descendant of this man, although Murad's father was Zorab. So, what is the name of Murad's father? Zorab, who was practical and nothing else. That's how it was in our tribe. A man could be the father of his son's flesh, but that did not mean that he was also the father of his spirit. So, what is the narrator telling? A man could be the father of his son's flesh. Means someone can be the father of his son's flesh. Means a son may look in physical features exactly like his father, but that did not mean he was also the father of his spirit. But his behavior, character and spirit may not be same as his father. And this is what Aram is telling about Murad. Even though he looked like his father, but his character and character-wise, his natural descendant of his uncle, yes, Khosrow. The distribution of various kinds of spirit of our tribe had been from the beginning capricious and vagrant. So, the spirit of their tribe had been from the beginning capricious and vagrant. What is the meaning of capricious and vagrant? Yes, capricious means changing suddenly and quickly, and vagrant means wandering or wanderer. So here, this spirit, it seems there is distribution of spirit in their tribe. So here there is distribution of his uncle Khosrow's spirit into Murad. We rode and my cousin Murad sang. For all anybody knew, we were still in the old country where, at least according to some of our neighbors, we belonged. We let the horse run as long as it felt like running. So early in the morning they are having a ride, and maybe all the neighbors are thinking they are there in their country or the village in their house itself, but they were enjoying the horse ride. At last, my cousin Murad said, "Get down, I want to ride alone." "Will you let me ride alone?" I asked. So when his cousin Murad asked Aram to get down, he said, "Okay, you can ride alone, but will you allow me to ride alone?" That is what Aram asked Murad. "That is up to the horse," my cousin said. "Get down. The horse will let me ride," I said. So when Murad said, "It is up to the horse whether to let you ride or not," then Aram said, "The horse will definitely let me ride." That is what Aram was telling to Murad. "We shall see," he said. "Don't forget that I have a way with a horse." So Murad is saying, don't forget that I have a way with the horse. I know how to deal the horse, which you do not know. So I may ride it all alone, but you may not. This is what Murad want to convey to Aram. "Well," I said, "anyway, you have with a horse. I have also." So Aram is telling, if you have a way with a horse, even I have got a way with a horse. That is what Aram was telling. "For the sake of your safety," he said, "let us hope so. Get down." So now Aram got down. "All right," I said, "but remember, you have got to let me try to ride alone." Aram got down with the condition that Murad should also let Aram ride all alone. I got down and my cousin Murad kicked into his heels. So my cousin Murad kicked his heels. So Murad kicked his heels into the horse and shouted. Murad kicked his heels into the horse and shouted, "Wazir, run!" So Wazir is the name of the horse. He kicked his heels into the horse and shouted, "Wazir, run!" The moment he did this, the horse stood up on his hind legs, snorted and burst into a fury of speed. So the moment he did this, the horse stood on his back legs, as we can see in the picture over here. Snorted and burst into a fury of speed. That was the loveliest thing I had ever seen. So this is the loveliest scene which Aram had ever seen. Now they are having a wonderful time with the horse. They are riding it. But with this, will the same enjoyment and wonderful time will continue or not? What happens? Let us see in the coming videos.